Hi, I'm Zariah. I'm a single mom raising my 6-year-old son Marcus in Seattle, and for the past 3 years, I thought I was doing the right thing by letting my mother live with us. She'd fallen on hard times after losing her job, and I wanted to help her get back on her feet. My maid Rosa had been with our family for 2 years and had become like a second grandmother to Marcus. Zariah, honey, can I talk to you for a second? Rosa caught me in the kitchen one morning, her dark eyes filled with concern. Sure, what's up? She glanced toward the living room where my mother sat watching TV. It's about your mom. I've noticed some things lately that worry me. What kind of things? The pills, Zariah. I found empty bottles in the bathroom trash, and yesterday I saw her take something from her purse and swallow it without water. Her hands were shaking real bad. I felt my stomach tighten. Maybe it's just medication for anxiety or something. She's been stressed about job hunting. There's more. Rosa lowered her voice even further. Last week, I heard her on the phone with someone, talking about money she owed. She sounded scared. And the way she looks at Marcus sometimes, it's not right, like she's angry at him for no reason. Rosa, that's my mother you're talking about. I know, and I'm sorry, but I care about this family. Something's not right with her. Before I could respond, my mother appeared in the doorway. Talking about me behind my back? Mom, I heard everything. Her voice had an edge I'd never heard before. Rosa, maybe you should mind your own business. Rosa straightened her shoulders. My business is this household and Marcus's safety. Get out of my face, my mother snapped. Mom, don't talk to her like that. I stepped between them. My mother's eyes were wild, unfocused. You're both trying to push me out. I see what's happening here. Nobody's pushing you out. Rosa was just concerned. Concerned? She's poisoning you against me. The conversation ended with my mother storming off to her room. Rosa looked at me with such sadness. Zariah, please be careful. I have a bad feeling. 2 nights later, I woke to Rosa's screaming. I ran down the hall to Marcus's room and found a scene that still haunts me. Rosa was wrestling with my mother, pulling her away from Marcus's bed. My mother's hands had been around my son's neck. What are you doing? I screamed. Marcus was crying, gasping for air. Rosa held him tight while I grabbed my mother's arms. He was judging me, looking at me like I'm nothing, my mother shrieked. He's 6 years old. He's your grandson. Get off me. She thrashed in my grip, her strength fueled by whatever drugs were in her system. Rosa had already called 911. The police are coming, Zariah. I saw her. I saw what she tried to do. My mother's face twisted with rage. You Mexican witch! You're destroying my family! That's enough, I yelled. Rosa saved my son's life. The next morning, Detective Sarah Chen sat in my living room, notepad in hand. My mother had been taken to a hospital for psychiatric evaluation, but she'd be transferred to jail soon. Walk me through what happened again, Detective Chen said. Rosa spoke first. I couldn't sleep, so I went to check on Marcus like I always do. His door was slightly open. I heard breathing, heavy breathing that wasn't right. When I turned on my phone flashlight, I saw her. Mrs. Patterson had her hands around that baby's throat. And then what? I screamed and pulled her off. She fought me hard, real hard. Zariah came running, and I'd already called you guys. Detective Chen turned to me. Had your mother shown any signs of violence before? No, but Rosa warned me. She'd noticed pill bottles, strange behavior. I found these in her room. Rosa handed over a bag containing multiple prescription bottles. None of these are in her name. Detective Chen examined them. These are serious opioids. Some benzodiazepines mixed in. That's a dangerous combination. My best friend Jasmine arrived, having driven straight from Portland when I called her. Where is she now? Hospital, then jail, I said. Jasmine pulled me into a hug. I'm so sorry, Z. How's Marcus? Traumatized. He won't let me out of his sight. Good. Don't let him. Jasmine's voice was fierce. And don't you dare feel guilty about pressing charges. My own mother tried to kill my son. Your drug-addicted mother tried to kill your son, Jasmine corrected. There's a difference, and you need to remember that when she starts trying to manipulate you. Detective Chen nodded. She's right. We've seen this pattern before. The mother will likely claim she doesn't remember, or she'll blame the drugs, or she'll say she was trying to help somehow. Don't fall for it. My phone rang. It was my Aunt Margaret, my mother's sister. Zariah, I just heard what happened. Your mother needs help, not jail. Aunt Margaret, she tried to strangle Marcus. She's sick. She needs rehab, not prison. You're being cruel by pressing charges. Cruel? She attacked a 6-year-old child. Family doesn't give up on family, Aunt Margaret insisted. Tell me something, I said, my voice shaking with anger. If someone tried to kill your grandson, would you just send them to rehab and welcome them back? That's different. No, it's not different. She committed a crime. She tried to murder my son. You're overreacting. She probably just wanted him to be quiet. Rosa grabbed the phone from my hand. Mrs. Margaret, I saw her hands around that boy's throat. His lips were turning blue. If I hadn't been there, Marcus would be dead. You understand? Dead. Who is this? This is the woman who saved your great-nephew's life while your sister tried to end it. Aunt Margaret sputtered. How dare you speak to me like that? How dare your sister try to kill a child? Rosa shot back. I took the phone back. Aunt Margaret, I'm done with this conversation. If you can't support us, don't call. After I hung up, Jasmine squeezed my hand. You did the right thing. Why do I feel so guilty? Because she's your mother, Detective Chen said gently. But guilt doesn't change what she did. We have Rosa's testimony, the physical evidence of the drugs, and the marks on Marcus's neck. We're building a solid case. What happens next? She'll be arraigned. Given the severity of the crime and her drug abuse, I expect high bail or no bail. Then we prepare for trial. Rosa made coffee for everyone. Whatever you need, Zariah, I'm here. I'll testify. I'll do whatever it takes. Thank you, Rosa. You saved his life. That's my Marcus. I love that boy like he's my own grandson. Jasmine stayed for 3 days, helping me find a therapist for Marcus and a lawyer for the case. The lawyer, David Martinez, was direct and no nonsense. This is attempted murder of a minor, he told me. If convicted, your mother is looking at serious prison time. Are you prepared for that? Yes. Family members often waver. They start to forgive. They drop charges. I won't, I said firmly. I can't let her near Marcus ever again. Good, because she's going to try every manipulation tactic in the book. The confrontation came 3 weeks later during a supervised jail visit. My mother looked smaller, frailer. Her hands trembled as she sat across from me behind the glass. Zariah, baby, please listen to me. I'm only here because the prosecutor wanted me to hear what you had to say. I don't remember that night. I swear I don't remember. That's convenient. The drugs, they made me crazy. I wasn't myself. You were yourself enough to go into his room, to put your hands around his throat. Her eyes filled with tears. I would never hurt Marcus. You know I wouldn't. Rosa saw you. She pulled you off him. Stop lying. Maybe I was having a nightmare and I thought, don't. Don't you dare make excuses. My voice was steel. You tried to kill my son. I'm your mother. Doesn't that mean anything? You stopped being my mother the moment you hurt my child. She slammed her hand on the table. I made a mistake. People make mistakes. Mistakes are forgetting to buy milk. You attempted murder. I need help, not prison. You need consequences. You need to understand what you did. Please, Zariah. Please drop the charges. I'll go to rehab. I'll get clean. I'll never come near you again. Just please don't send me to prison. No. Baby, please. Stop calling me that. You don't get to use that word anymore. Her desperation turned to anger. You're really going to destroy me like this? You destroyed yourself. You destroyed any chance of a relationship with your daughter and grandson. That maid put ideas in your head. She turned you against me. Rosa saved Marcus's life. You should be thanking her, not blaming her. If she hadn't interfered, my son would be dead. I stood up. And you'd be facing murder charges instead of attempted murder. Don't walk away from me! Watch me. I'll make this right. I'll testify that I didn't mean it, that Rosa misunderstood. There are marks on his neck, medical records, her testimony. You have nothing. I'm your mother. You owe me. I owe you nothing. Marcus owes you nothing. We're done. You'll regret this. When I get out. When you get out. I turned back to face her. Are you threatening us? I'm just saying that family forgives. Family sticks together. Then you should have thought about that before you tried to strangle your grandson. The guard stepped forward. Visit's over. My mother lunged toward the glass. Zariah, don't do this. I'll die in prison. You almost killed a 6-year-old boy. His life mattered more than yours. He's fine. He's alive. Can't we move past this? No, we can't. We never will. As I walked out, I heard her screaming, You'll pay for this! All of you will pay! That maid, that brat, everyone! The prosecutor, James Wilson, was waiting outside. Did you hear those threats? Every word. That just made our case even stronger. Threatening a witness and the victim after the fact? The judge will love that. The trial lasted 2 weeks. Rosa testified with quiet dignity, describing exactly what she saw. The medical examiner showed photos of the bruises on Marcus's neck. My mother's defense attorney tried to paint her as a victim of addiction, but the jury saw through it. Guilty on all counts. I felt Jasmine squeeze my hand. Rosa wiped away tears. Marcus, who hadn't attended the trial, was safe at home with a counselor. Sentencing came a month later. The judge was a stern woman named Judge Patricia Morrison. Mrs. Patterson, you have been convicted of attempted murder of a minor, child endangerment, and making terroristic threats. Do you have anything to say? My mother stood, her lawyer beside her. I want to apologize to my daughter and my grandson. I was sick. I made terrible choices. I'm getting help now, and I hope someday they can forgive me. Judge Morrison looked unimpressed. You had multiple opportunities to get help before you wrapped your hands around a child's throat. You chose drugs over your family. You chose violence over love. This court sentences you to 15 years in state prison with no possibility of parole for 10 years. My mother collapsed, sobbing. I felt nothing. Outside the courthouse, reporters crowded around us. Rosa shielded me with her body while Jasmine fielded questions. How do you feel about the sentence? One reporter asked. Justice was served, I said simply. Do you think you'll ever forgive your mother? No, and I don't have to. Some things are unforgivable. What about your son? How is he coping? He's in therapy. He's safe. That's all that matters. What message do you have for other parents facing similar situations? Trust your instincts. Protect your children at all costs. Blood doesn't give anyone the right to hurt your family. And what about Rosa, the maid who saved your son? Rosa stepped forward. I did what any decent person would do. That boy is my family. Will you continue working for the family? Always, Rosa said firmly, for as long as they'll have me. A letter arrived from my mother 2 months later. I didn't open it. I threw it away, and every letter after that. Aunt Margaret tried calling once more. Your mother is suffering in prison. Good, I said, and hung up. Rosa continued working for us, but now she was family in every way that mattered. One evening, as she tucked Marcus into bed, I heard him say, I love you, Abuela Rosa. My heart swelled. Rosa had earned that title through her courage and love. So you're really done with her? Jasmine asked over wine one night. Completely. She made her choice. She chose drugs and violence. I choose my son's safety and peace. No regrets? Not one. She threatened my child. She showed no real remorse. She tried to manipulate everyone. Why would I ever forgive that? Some people would say you should. Those people didn't watch their mother try to strangle their son. They didn't see the fear in their child's eyes. They didn't have to explain to a 6-year-old why his grandmother tried to hurt him. You're stronger than I could ever be. No, I'm just a mother protecting her child. That's not strength. That's survival. Rosa joined us, her own glass of wine in hand. To new beginnings. To the woman who saved my son's life, I added. To family we choose, Jasmine finished. We clinked glasses, and for the first time in months, I felt truly at peace. My mother was behind bars where she belonged. Marcus was healing with therapy and love, and I had built a family based on trust, not blood. Marcus's therapist, Dr. Lisa Chen, called me the next week. Zariah, I wanted to update you on Marcus's progress. How is he doing? He's doing remarkably well, actually. He's processing the trauma in healthy ways. The nightmares are decreasing. That's good to hear. He talks about Rosa a lot, about how she saved him. That positive relationship is helping him heal. She's been amazing through all of this. He also mentioned you told him the truth about what happened. That honesty is important. Children know when adults are lying to them. I wasn't going to sugarcoat it. He deserved to know why his grandmother went away. Some bridges you burn completely. Some relationships you end without looking back. And sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is refuse to forgive. What would you have done in Zariah's situation? Would you have pressed charges against your own mother? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more true revenge stories.